foresee, I'm not sure whether it's a real trend that is going to come or whether it's actually already around. It's more about being excited about some of the things which are out there. I think the last few years we see more and more around gamification, a lot more around platforms that enable microlearning. And I think this is something that I feel could really add a lot of value to things we already do in the space. It's been there, so I'm not sure if it's a full trend. I think the trend is maybe more towards really actually starting to adopt it. It's been out there, but a lot of people are still not really using it. So yeah, microlearning, gamification, I would say. Again, coming years, it's all about the future. I think sometimes it's not even that things change so much. It's just more about being aware of what we actually need today. And I think we just need a lot more of that in the future. Number one, I would say, is really speaking the language of the business. I always kind of feel, and that's maybe I come from a business background, finance. So I feel it's a lot more easy to connect with business and get to the real things that the business needs or the people need if you actually speak that language. Kind of bringing, L&D and business together and not having it separated. For that, you need to speak the language. I would say the other thing is maybe also being a little bit more agile. Sometimes I'm a little bit critical, devil's advocate to myself. I think in our profession, L&D people are very passionate about what they do, but that also sometimes makes us a little blind, which would mean that I think we might not be as responsive to the real business needs. So kind of 1 and 2 is linked. And I think the third one, and I'm basing that just on something I just read, LinkedIn research, that clearly stated that the CEOs and business leaders really expect us to demonstrate a lot more the impact of our trainings. So I think even though things like ROI, ROE, Kirkpatrick have been around for long, a lot of us know it cognitively. I think it's really time to understand how to really make that happen. And I think something that a lot of people come to us with and say, isn't it true that it's almost impossible to get the managers involved in their role of actually driving behavioral change? And for very long, I actually kind of thought so too. But again, I think it's just on us. It's a myth. I don't think the managers don't want to be part of it. It's just that, again, we as L&D professionals might also just be lacking the skills, the language, the vocabulary to really connect with the managers to get them on board. Not even just, AI, just in anything in technology, and I include myself there, even though I started my career in an IT company, I'm kind of scared of technology, and I think a lot of L&D professionals are as well. I think these things go really hand in hand. Technology today, what they're developing out there, gives us as L&D practitioners actually a lot of opportunities. So when I look, for example, I don't think that traditional classroom training will disappear. I actually did a lot more virtual trainings about 8 years ago than I do today. So I almost see this coming back. But I think there's an opportunity with all the technologies out there to co-create a solution that allows us to go beyond the actual training event to make learning stick. So on the job application, things that are mobile as well, for example. By the way, that was actually another trend I think I forgot to talk about. I think mobile learning is going to be big, given the fact that we have the young generation. So I think it's really this hand in hand of embracing the technology and adding on top of what we already do from the human perspective in L&D. Good, hectic. I mean, I just now, a few minutes ago, finally got to drink a coffee and have some food and go to the bathroom. So I think when you look at that, that's a good experience. That means there's good interaction. People are curious, people come and talk. And I find it really fascinating to see that the conversations we are having now are so different from what they were a few years ago. A few years ago, people would just come and say, hey, can you do something in communication skills? Do you have a solution in negotiation skills? Very tactical. So it's really exciting to see that right now a lot of people come, so what trends do you see? What do you have to offer? Technology, how do you deal with this challenge? How do you address the business? Because I think that goes really with what we just talked about. What is it that L&D needs? So great day, good job guys.